Okay.
Three.
Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Abir Mayedhi Rudra Yatte Dakshinam Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shantihi. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today we are again starting to read the 9th chapter of the book which is Yoga Vasishta, Nectar of Supreme Knowledge, not written by, of course it is Yoga Vasishta there, but it was compiled and Dhireshananda Swami has translated this book. Wonderful. And a wonderful text, Vedanta in its highest order. So, those first one announcement, those who are listening, you may sometimes either voice of Vedanta may have some problem, mechanical. If you miss it, go to the other link that is called Vedanta.org, youtube.com/Vedanta.org. If you miss it there, then come back to youtube.com/Voice of Vedanta. So don't miss it. If you wish, just change it. So now we were in the chapter number 9, and there again self, the Atman. What is Atman? That has been analyzed here. We have read the 4 verses, maybe 3 verses. Or where? Where am I? Who can say? No books, no recording. Okay, I probably have finished 3rd verse. My mark says so. So here, how to analyze what is the self? It is a whole Vedanta talks about this type of thing again and again and again. So it is nothing new. You may be repeated. You can find that the repetition of the thoughts, but that is called spiritual life. We get one mantra in life, and repetition goes on whole life. Whole life, all the time, they say, do all the time, whole life. So this is the point. Spiritual life is repetition. So what it said in the first verse says that it is the individual soul covered by artificial impurities, which spontaneously bring forth the idea that a person associated with his hand, feet, body, senses, and these are really I. That is a misconception. So first of all, this verse number 1, I'm just repeating it to come back to our reading today on page 264 at bottom. It says it is the individual soul who is covered by artificial impurities. This soul is the covered soul. This is artificial, this covering is artificial. But here is the real self, which is encased, as it were. And what has happened? This has made a misconception that I am this hand and body and the eyes and the ears and this and all these things, what I see. So that is a misconception. Second verse says that everything what you see, if one gets established in this type of firm conviction, that the entire visible universe is nothing but the Atman or Brahman, extremely pure consciousness, and there is nothing else, then the individual, this person, spontaneously comes to an end, just as the flame of a lamp dies out without oil. Meaning, when by constant thinking, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, analyze goes on, and one established in this type of firm conviction, I cannot be this covering. This is a covering of over my divine self. I cannot be like that. And when this conviction comes, then we will be seeing that entire visible universe as I am seeing. It will be extremely pure consciousness, conscious space, and there is nothing but consciousness. So that's it, total transformation. Thinking myself as the limited in the body mind and all my suffering and pain related to this body, related to this mind, thinking I am this. But this is only a just a shell covering, which is very unreal. So this has given us the misidentification. Two, that's why Swami Vivekananda said, spiritual life is dehypnotizing. Hypnotized, we are hypnotized now. I am thinking what I am thinking about me, what I am thinking about you, what I am thinking about the table, bench, the outer world, sun, moon. These are all misconceptions. But it is said it is hypnotized state. And that when that hypnotism goes away, you become dehypnotized. That means you know you are the self, you are, and that consciousness, that self, that consciousness permeates everywhere. So this is the third verse taught us that the Supreme Self also attains the state of an individual soul with the help of Maya. Again, that Supreme Self under Maya has become this. One way of looking that this covering is momentary, it is all imagination, it is hypnotized state. So take out that and see that you are there. And now it is saying that that Supreme Self, which is the cosmic, that is the state of individual soul. We are all individual. How it has happened? It is called the Maya. Brahman and the Maya. Huh? Just like a Brahmin, being indifferent to his own greatness, embraces the characteristics of a lower life by accepting malevolent tendencies. No. A man maybe with dignity, but he falls into bad association and takes the behavior of this low behavior, not dignified anymore. Similarly, we are dignified by our own self. It is the Atman, it is all consciousness, pure, Ananda. And we have associated with this nonsense, Maya, and this created universe. As a result, your characteristic, the divine characteristic, the pure nature, which is unadulterated, has been polluted now. It appears to be polluted. There is some example that Acha, oh, someone is saying good evening. Okay, good evening. Yes. So uh, this is the point. That it happened, there is a story, Vedanta story, that a prince, he lost his mind and he became lost in, and then he lost his own dignity. He being a prince, he is the owner of the whole country. And in one day, he, in that mood of his own foolishness, he left the palace and no one could find him. And then he went on in some place here and there, walking. And when hungry, with a ragged dress, he is going to the door to beg some food. No? And not knowing that he is the king. And it went on and went on and went on. And then when the king found, where is my son? They found out. And with all effort, when they found out, and they said, you are the king. You are not to beg. You are to give. But he forgot his own dignity. So similarly, we are the all, the king, the pure consciousness. We are full of bliss. We need not have to go to beg someone's grace. Give me a little love. But we do that foolishly, thinking that we are beggars. So the begging attitude I have accepted, forgetting my kingly attitude of ruling the country. No. So similarly, that is the example here. Here also happened. We are the Lord of the universe. Individually, if you lose this little petty I, you think about your big self. That is the only one absolute, and that is me. Forgetting that dignity, what has happened to us? What foolishness that we are all slaves of this world, no? And beggars and begging and crying and weeping every day. So now the fourth verse we are reading today, that is the start of our reading today. Asatyam eva sankalpya, asatyam eva sankalpya, bhromenedam sharirakam, bhromenedam sharirakam, jiva pashyati mudhatma, jiva pashyati mudhatma, balo yaksha mibothitam, valo yaksham ibothitam. What does it mean? It says that just as a child, on page 268, just as a child sees an illusory ghost out of his own imagination, in a similar manner, the individual soul here, due to ignorance, imagines this unreal body as the true and foolishly thinks, I am the body. Giving an example, a child, he is frightened of some ghost. And he believes that there is a ghost. But it is illusory. So his own imagination, and how the child creates, he creates his own imagination. Somebody has said, oh, there is something, don't go. And the child had learned that, and he take it very seriously. So he then imagines, oh my ghost, it comes, what it will do, it will fall upon me and it will tear me, it will kill me. All this imagination, one by one, started coming. Similarly, similar manner, this individual soul is actually your supreme self. This individual self, Jiva, is Shiva. Ramakrishna says Shiva. Shiva Gyani Jiva Shiva. Jiva, as we see, individual with limited capacities, frustration, failures, anger, all the human imperfections. That is, we have imbibed and think, I am that. Even our gurus say, hey, no, you are Atman. They say, no, you are pure, you are stainless. They say, but I believe this more. That's why we see, knowing all these things, how foolishly we behave in the world. Every day we are listening from the scriptures, from the sadhus, from spiritual seekers, spiritual teachers also, no? That this, you are divine, you are pure, but who is believing? We have created our own fantasy. And we think, I am this, and this is my limitation. This I want to achieve. When shall I achieve? How shall I achieve? These are the obstacles. All imagination. That's why it is called mind creates the universe. The world is all divine, but it is the mind which creates whatever you are thinking. You can make a hell of heaven here, or hell a heaven. People think. So, you see some people who have lost their head. Sometimes they're very happy. Though they have not eaten something, they are tattered clothes, they think that they're happy because they are not thinking this seriously. And a person having so much money, wealth, everything, being in this world, most miserable person. Most miserable. So this is the point to understand that a child, as a child, creates some illusion and creates someone hearing there is a ghost, don't go that side. And he creates his imaginary ghost more and more. Even someone says, no, 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 how can be ghost? No. We are always told there is no ghost. You are the divine personality. Don't demean yourself. Don't identify with this body and mind. As you are identifying, so you are getting lost. You are suffering. So you are crying. So you are weeping. So you are frightened every day. Tension, anxiety, all these things is bothering you. Say, this is happening to the body. And body is just not me. I am that consciousness inside. So don't imagine the ghost. And we are very happy to imagine ghost. All the other characteristic of the ghost has big teeth, uh, big horns, and all types of how. What is the ghost? Ghost is a imagination. So you can prepare ghost of varieties of uh, shapes and sizes. No, you have a glowing eyes. So all these things are imagined. So we are imagining this world is like that, these individuals are like that, but it is all mental imagination. That what is that imagination? First problem, major problem has come. I thought that I am the body. Ah. So if this identity goes away, I am not the body. You are all free immediately. Look at that everyday's experience when you go to deep sleep. And in a deep sleep, where is your anxieties? Where is your fear? What is that you are lacking then? What you feel, oh, I am incomplete, I'll have to get it, I'll have to. Huh? All the expectations, all the tensions, all the duties, all the responsibilities, whatever foolishly we are imagining now, where do they go? There is no existence of that. So this is being tested and verified every day. We are getting that experience, but we never pay attention to that. I say, okay, it has happened, but I am this. As soon as I come back to the body, I am this. And so I am miserable. Or I am happy today. I am miserable today. I am crying today. I am forceful today. All these are putting upon you. Whereas when you are mind, you can withdraw. Boom, everything gone. So therefore, get into meditation. Think that you are the self, conscious, absolute Satchidananda. You can dive there, you see, the whole world will vanish. So this is the advice of Juga Vasishta. The mistake is that I am body. And like a child who misunderstands that he is attacked by the ghost, and ghost can kill, like our ghost. What is the ghost now? Virus ghost? No? Even see how, yeah, many people have died. True. Many are affected, many are suffering. All these are there. But at the same time, now look at that. How many in the whole world is still living without that? But the fear in the mind of everyone. Ghost has entered as fear in their heart. So, and if one thinks that it is no, nothing is there, I am, it is here, how long it is working? When you are in the waking state. You go to the dream state, these anxieties, this fear goes away. Huh? In dream, it is not there. In sleep, it is not there. It is here now. So how can it be true? The definition of truth is this. What is the definition of truth? Which will be now, past, present, future. It should stay for the period of time. That is not true if it is only stays in the waking state, and it vanishes in the dream and in the sleep. So if you say that vanishes, that is no more the truth. Truth should be same in now, this time, sleep time, even sleep time. That's why when we analyze the three states of mind, what do you say? Now my hand is moving either for what? Because of the consciousness behind. When this physical body does not work, function, but I see the dream, that seer consciousness is there. You sleep, you don't see anything, but still you say, I slept well. That means there is some consciousness who have observed the sleep event. So therefore, that consciousness is there. Huh? That's called it is truth. Because it is now it is working. I do not recognize that. That's my foolishness. I am possessed by the ghost of the reality of the outside. No. And now, when I dream, that time also I am dreaming. But that time also I am behind that there is some consciousness. What light illumines your whole dream? No? So there is a presence of consciousness, otherwise you cannot function. And now go to the deep sleep state. When you go to the deep sleep state, then what will you find? You don't understand anything, but you say, I do not understand anything. Aham sukham, I slept in happiness. But I do not know. Naham vidma. I do not know anything. But you know that you don't know anything. Got the logic here. If I say I do not know, means there will be some conscious entity should be there to say, yes, I know that I do not know. So that's the consciousness. That's why Panchadashis always say that it is consciousness never goes. Month may come, month may go. Year may come, year may go. Aeons, 12 years or hundreds of years may come and go. Consciousness never comes and goes like a sunrise and sunset. Consciousness is constantly there. So if we understand that, the ghost will go away. The ghost of the awakened state, ghost of the dream state, all the ghost will go. So the bala, the child, then becomes matured. And that is called Jivan Mukti. In our life, living here, you become mukta, free. By the way, whoever online, so you can prepare your questions and get ready. I will close maybe 10 minutes before, and we can continue another 5-10 minutes depending on the questions. So you can keep yourself ready for that. And also again, I announce this because sometimes our machines don't work properly. So if one does not work, then the other will work. So I am giving you two YouTube channel in, reference. You can see it, youtube.com/Voice of Vedanta, or if you miss there, then go to youtube.com/Vedanta.org. Vedanta.org, you will try, most of the things will remain. Only the archival things which are already in the Voice of Vedanta, those are not posted yet into the Vedanta.org. Okay, so this is for your, by chance the voice goes away, by chance something happens. Okay, now the fifth verse. The above subject is again elaborated and with illustration. What is that? Mitsneha bhake jathe bhatvam. Mitsne bhake jathe bhatvam. Shishur adhyasya balgati. Shishur adhyasta balgati. Adhyasyatmani dehadin. Adhyasyatmani dehadin. Mudha stadvat vichestate. Mudha tadvat vichestate. So it says, as a child attempts to play in various manners, importing the idea of a real elephant upon a baby elephant made of clay. Similarly, an ignorant person also plays and acts in diverse manners superimposing the body and mind, etc., on the cell. See, you give a baby, this is a very common example. Mom and dad bring some toys. No, is a baby. Sometimes you'll see an elephant. So it elephant, and the baby likes the elephant. So he thinks it's a living thing. He holds it, he caresses it, and he talks to it. No, even you'll find there's some a toy boy or girl is there. The girls think that that is their daughter, and they try to feed them and talk to them. And now the baby is sleeping. Now sometimes I saw some small girls. They are crying. What has happened? And baby, my baby has temperature. Arey, baby has temperature is a toy. But the baby creates this thing, isn't it? And they're very happy. Even I have seen traveling in the plane, they big, their babies and things they're carrying like that. And you cannot keep it here there. They are very careful about protecting them. That means they have projected the idea they are all real and they are more real, like as we see the others. So similarly, here it is said, the child attempts to play in various manners with a toy elephant, and made of metal or made of clay. Similarly, we are all intelligent people, but we are ignorant in that sense. We ignorant people also plays and acts in diverse ways. See, whole life we are crying, weeping, jumping, sometimes happy, sometimes unhappy, like a doll, and playing with the dolls. We have imposed the idea of consciousness in them and forgetting that who is behind these dolls. Our attention has been taken away by the exterior. That's why Kathopanishad says that God has created the senses all focused outside. So it is seeing the outside world. But no antaratma, but look inside. So look inside. Here we are seeing who is inside. Who is inside this? That is a conscious entity. But we have been convinced that this is true. The toy is true. The baby is sick today. And really I saw that girl is not coming for eating. Mom is calling, come for eating. Oh no, my baby is now sick. So he's so identified with this idea that is the real baby and he's sick. Unless he gets well, how can I eat? An emotional connection. Similarly, our life is like that. So it is said, this is the way we behave. Again, the sixth verse. This verse can also be found in the Naiskarma Siddhi and also Brihadaranyaka Bhartika. This same verse, what we are reading now. What is this? Verse number 6. 9th chapter, verse number 6. Chitra sarpa purigyato chitra sarpaha purigyato na sarpo bhayadu yatha na sarpo bhayadu yatha jiva sarpa purigyato jiva sarpa purigyato tatha dukhe na dukkadaha tatha dukhe na dukkadaha. So jatha chitre, suppose in a canvas, someone has painted a snake. So when a snake painted on a canvas, you know that is a painting. You look at that snake, you will not be frightened. If you know the canvas, and if you know surely it is a painting, even that snake falls upon you or somebody throws upon you, you will not be frightened. You know it is a canvas.
But a 3D movie.
But 3D movie means what? 3D movie is making us feel real. What we are talking about. Our present problem is there. We have taken 3D movie. Now, that's why modern day is good example. Modern day Vedanta understanding is very easy. You see that previously we used to go see the movie there. No? I know there is a screen far away from me, at least 50 feet away. No? And I'm sitting over here. It is, though we are befooled, but we can understand it is happening there. Now the 3D eyeglass, they put some eyeglass, no? Another eyeglass like that. So you Maya eyeglass is put here more. And now you see what is happening on the screen. It is happening there, not happening even. That's also projection. Forget that. Take it, it is happening. And you see that it is happening on your head. You are in the middle of the situation. Huh? A snake is biting, and as if it feels that you are really hitting on your head. Yeah? I told you that story. Once I went with some of our monks to go to 3D. IMAX 3D. And so we are all sitting, about 7, 8 of us here, and some children with mom and dad and behind. Naturally, it is a hall. And when it started, and Sachil, they took into the forest and going into the say, elephant and this and that, and the snake just roamed, and they created such an impact. They blow some air through your feet and other things, and little spray also some water. I do not know. It feels like spraying some water, and the snake boom, and all of the children and they jumped out of the seat, thinking it is so real. This is Maya. Do you need any other proof that this world is Maya? If this can happen, which is nothing, it is just projection. We know we paid money. We want to see some movie means we know it is a movie. It is not the real thing. Somebody has taken some picture and photo and then composed it. It is not real. But still, and at least it may be real, someone has taken a photo of the reality. But now when he's acting here, it is no more real. This much is sure. No? But see, ignorance is so much. So in the movie hall you go, always it happens. No? They put the switch off first. Avarana. Dark. No? And then beam of light falling on the screen. Projection. Vedanta Sar. Avarana first, covering, and then projection. You cover the truth first. All the nasty thing in the world, what people do, bad people, they cover the truth first and project something new. And we are also the same. We have covered our Atman very nicely and has made this projection. And we are happy, unhappy, crying, weeping, all this life's story is going on. So he says that when a snake painted on a canvas is fully known, really known means not just by words, but you know means you know. It can no longer cause fear of a snake anymore. Huh? Similarly, when the snake in the form of an individual soul is fully known as Brahman, it is like this, no? This is all who are sitting over here. They are only not real. It's a consciousness is the real, which is here also, which is there also. If you know this, when the snake in the form of individual soul is fully known as Brahman, you have to know how. It is Brahman only. It cannot generate grief, despondency, and similar types of misery. We are life's misery. That's why the Hindu spiritual tradition teaches that we can free ourselves from all types of anxieties, worries. Best dose of medicine is Vedanta. It wants it wants to, but we are not fit for that high dose medicine. Sometimes you get that high dose medicine, the body will not be able to hold on. Then like Ramakrishna touched that gentleman on the 1st of January. eh? And then he was highly excited and seeing God everywhere, day and night. No? But it was too difficult. And after 3 days, he came back to Ramakrishna and offered, please take back. I cannot hold it anymore. Huh? So that's why sadhana is necessary. That's why everyday spiritual practice, mantra, japa, selfless work, seeing the God or divine in others, all these practices, they increase the strength of the nerves to hold that high experience, higher experiences. That's why it's called Shuddha Nadi. Uh, Brahmogyan, to hold those, this nerve system is for 110 volt. This is 110 to 20 volt. Our body's nervous system can carry the voltage. How much volt? 110 to 20 for normal eating, sleeping, reacting, eh, becoming angry, becoming soft, becoming this. These are only during that range this body can function. If you increase over it, spiritual experiences come. Unless you have by your pure life, meditation, prayer, selfless work, seeing the divine in others, all these processes not been taken, then this body is not fit for higher energy. If by chance something comes also, body gets shattered. That's why many people become out of brain. They do deep meditation. Many people's problem comes, no? Headache, these, that, not, because they are not tuning the body in proper way. There is a science how to increase your nerves power. Medha Nadi. Ah, it is a special nerve center starts generating when you think higher thoughts, nobler thoughts. When you keep the mind in the lower thought, it works on that plane. That's everyone we are doing. But you want to generate higher plane, that is think, meditate, live. We read today how everyone should behave every day. Conduct, sadvritti, sadhu vritti. Not only following, going to a sadhu, holy man. That's okay, good. But when you go to a sadhu or holy man, take the good, whatever good you find, to imbibe in your life, adapt in your life, that conduct. And you are becoming spiritual proof that your conduct is changing. Your outlook is changing. Your way of treating with people is changing. Not that there will be no failures, but that is nothing. But that is slowly it will change. And those changes change the whole system. We are reading one book about Brahmananda Swami, written by Swami Vivekananda's brother. He was giving explanation like that. The higher vibration, how the nerve system and our body vibration increases, and then it can catch those higher levels of vibration. Scientifically, he has given some terminology, psychology, and science he has mixed with. But that is the point. That means higher spirituality can be attained, no? Higher spirituality can be adapted this way by practice and thinking, I am a. The best is we are reading Vedanta. That is our normal thought process will be, I am not the body, I am the Atman, I am the consciousness, I am seeing what, I am seeing wrongly, I have imposed some wrong misconception on the doll made of what you call a cloth as elephant. And I think it is real elephant. That conception is in the mind we have created. No? So that individual soul is fully known as Brahman, then it cannot generate grief, despondency, and similar types of misery. This is our life's problem. We are miserable every day. Whatever may be the condition, every day uh, some statement by some political leader or some action by something going on in the outside, it is affecting us, putting us to misery and suffering because of the identification and truth. Should we not do that? Yes, in our level we should do that. But these are all because of our impure mind. As a pure mind will see, okay, it is Divine Mother playing in both roles. No, that is the beauty that mothers play. Mm. My mother is playing in the good role, mother is playing in the bad role. She has become. একা তুমি হয়েছ দ্বিধা পরম পুরুষ প্রকৃতি নারী. There is a Kali Kirtan that said, "Oh mother, you are only one. You have become Didha, two and many. You have become Parama Purusha. You have become Prakriti and the whole creation. You have become. It is you are playing with you. The infinite ocean, surface of the ocean, all the waves are nothing but ocean. And the ocean have become 2, 10, 20,000 millions, and they're interacting with each other. Someone hitting someone is dropping into the ground, someone is jumping up. This is happening. So in that ultimate level, only one. So that experience will come if one can understand that this world. That's why they give this, Vedanta gives different examples. This world is like a painting. Chitra Deepa. There is a chapter in Panchadasi which is called Chitra Deepa. Chitra is the painting. The whole world is like a painting. Who illumines this painting? Suppose you keep painting in a room, dark room. Can you go and check it? So there should be some light. This whole world, though it is matter, though it has no power, who is making it alive? That's the light of consciousness. Light inside, light outside. So that's why outside we see it this way. Inside our consciousness is here. That's why I can see it. So this is the example given by the verse number 6, that when a snake painted on a canvas is fully known, known means you know that it's a painting. Not knowing intellectually. You may be knowing intellectually, but again you maybe, if you have not experienced that, then you may be fearful again. How much someone says there is no ghost, unless it is you have convinced yourself with experiment and things that there is no ghost, then you will never be. But so long the fear will be with us, so long there is a trace of misunderstanding, misconception. So when the snake in the form of an individual soul, we know this individual soul is fully known. How known means fully known is what? Know that you are Brahman. Know that you are consciousness. When it is known, it cannot generate grief. The Gita, second chapter says, when someone dies, no one dies. It is the body dies. Sthita Pragya, the person of wisdom, remains steady in all situations. It cannot generate grief, despondency. Next verse number 7 on page 269. Swaji Sharpo Oyam Adhyasto Swaji Sharpo Oyam Adhyasto Malayam Evaliyate Malayam Evaliyate Atmani Prathito Veda Atmani Prathito Veda Atmanyeva Viliyate Atmanyeva Viliyate. Swaji means one garland. Suppose just a snake that is imagined on the garland. Suppose there was one garland was in the street. Someone has left. And you are going in darkness. So your feet touch that in the darkness. And you imagine that there is a snake. But when you bring the flashlight, light, where does the snake go? As in the garland alone, you see that garland alone is there when you bring the light. So just as a snake that is imagined, that snake was your imagination. Imagination means which is not there. You thought it is there. When the right knowledge, you see, no, not there is nothing as such. Then you are free. So as it happens, then I say where that snake goes. Snake, if you see that snake, you are frightened and you are really, your heart was beating. But when you brought the light, it is gone. Now tell me where this snake goes. It dissolves into the rope itself or the garland itself. Garland was there. It originated from garland by your ignorance. And when you brought a light, it merged into the. That means it was not there. So it is question is just we are. There is no question of saying where does it go. It was not there. The question does not come. But we are taking this premises. It is here. I am seeing you. Is it not? How can I deny that? Suppose you attend Brahma Jnana now. What will happen? You will see that duality, what you are seeing, it has dissolved. You see only conscious entity, Satchidananda. Huh? So, where then this dual world go? That day we are reading. Shankara says, in a state of journey, you will feel that I was seeing this beautiful universe, or the universe of fear and joy and suffering and pleasure and pain, all this. Where did it vanish? Where did it come from? Where did it go? So that means it is never come, so no question of going. But as you have imagined it has come, so it has merged into it. It come out of the, that's why you say, from ocean of consciousness, the world has come. Never it came. And when it dissolves, it goes there. That means neither coming, neither going. It is only one absolute. Where the coming and going will happen. So these are to be meditated quietly. So this point is that is just, these are examples. These are also very, if you contemplate, then you will find that really, yes, all the time there is a garland in the road, and I imagine there is a snake, and that imagined snake bothered me so much. I suffered, I cried, I wept. I was terrified, my physical reactions happened. But as soon as he brought the light, the snake left. So your response will be, where did it come from? In your mind. Where did it dissolve? In your mind. Actual reality there was never other than anything other than the garland.
And I imagine the small self also.
Ah.
Small self was never there.
That's the compare. You bring that into your now analysis, the small self, what I am thinking, it is not there. It is only an imagination. But I see it. How can it be imagination for me? No, not for you. But you bring the flashlight of knowledge. That's why it is when knowledge dawns and knowledge arises in your heart. What will happen? You see, this is no more. I am not this, I am Atman. Then where did this body mind came? It came from nowhere. That's why Maya. And it dissolved. Where did it dissolve? So we can say it came from that imaginary, that from that Chetana, consciousness, ocean, from ocean of bliss, and it merges into the ocean of bliss. That is the language. But nothing born, nothing gone. In reality. But because we live in the duality and we are talking about this existence, this is an existence. So where this existence came? It came from Satchidananda, Brahman. When knowledge dawns, where does it go? It goes back to the ocean. That means in between what happens, it is only Maya. your mental projection. And it is said that manaeva manushanam karanam bandhamokshaya. You know, your mind is the only thing which is the cause of bondage and cause of suffering, cause of freedom. So when one arrives at the knowledge that it is the garland, then this mistaken superimposition on the self will be like going away. So this misunderstanding will go away if we can think that this is only Satchidananda is the truth. Example, the snake came out of the rope or the garland, and with the dawn of knowledge, the snake vanishes. It does not run away some other hole. If we think in our life there is a snake, it was here, it ran away that side or it went to the hole. There is no other place to go. It originated from the garland and it merged into the garden. But it so if you have some question now, it is few minutes left. So if you have any question, then
There's no questions.
acha. Okay.
Okay, so Michael asks, question Swami, is it helpful to ask God to take my hand every moment in this dream and see that I am the dreamer of this dream and that I have never left my father?
Hmm.
Can you just repeat the question?
The question is that you are bringing devotion here. Yeah, that I am in this dreaming stage. Please take away my dream, O Lord. That's type of prayer. Yes, that helps because Vedanta does not deny. It does not deny the devotional aspect of praying, surrendering, all these things. At the ultimate point, when it reaches the ultimate point, because you know, Swami Turiyananda Maharaj, he gave this idea that you try your best. This is Maya, this is superimposition, it is projected idea. Talk of all these things. But at the same time, think your effort, you as much effort you do, there will be a place when you cannot do anything more. Even you do exhaust your all energy, but you are not reaching the goal. There comes the question, oh Lord, please take care. I want you to reach that goal. Both in your form, in a saguna aspect or nirguna aspect. But when you pray, it is mostly saguna aspect. Yes, there is a place if we can pray after our exhausting our energy, our everyday critical analysis, as the book is telling, that think that you are not the body. Don't think that this permanent. Think that it is like a superimposition. You have imposed like a child imposes his reality of the life in a doll or in a elephant or in a toy. eh? And similarly, these are all toys. You have superimposed your idea that they are real. huh? So, but it is not. You are in a mood of delusion. So you try not. This is delusion. This is I am uh, just hypnotized. I want to get out of this hypnotism. So you try your best, and at the same time, when you after trial, then you say, I cannot. Then go to the guru. Guru is there, God is there. Pray, and think they are not contradictory. Main point is that many people think Vedanta has a contradiction with this type of prayer or this type of seeking help from the divine. So it is not true. So yes, we can pray to hold our hand and lead us to the ultimate goal.
Another question.
Why not give me here
Oh, you want to read it?
so that everyone will understand?
So this is
Which one? This one?
the
Acha.
Western, by Christian.
Okay, I do not know all these things anyhow.
Is the idea of
Yeah. Acha. Please enlighten us with stages of enlightenment. Stages of enlightenment. Huh. Uh, Stages of enlightenment. Yeah, it is a complicated subject. There are Tasya Saptadha Pranta Bhumi. There are 7 stages. But uh, what are that it should be technically. You have to talk technically to know about the stages of development. But in the Sunday lecture, I also refer to the experience, how it moves from one level to the other level. They said that this world will appear to be unreal. This is first stage. It is there, but constant analysis will give a glimpse sometimes. This world, as I see, is not truly there because it is only during this waking state. It vanishes in the dream state. This rigorous analysis will lead us one point to feel that it is only maybe some imagination, maybe some just I am seeing something visual which is not true. And thinking that I am the Atman, that Atman consciousness will arise. And as it arises, then he said that then that person sees the same consciousness, imaginary, not yet experienced, sees that same consciousness here, same consciousness there. So they engage themselves in expanding their identity. I am not here only, I am in everywhere. And therefore they engage themselves in doing some selfless service, not serving man as preached by Ramakrishna, Shiva. Similarly, or even Christianity, it is said that Shiva is the idea of uh, that when in the Bible it said that when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you gave me clothing. So the idea is that God, you are serving God. So that idea spontaneously, it is intellectual talk. But when one practices this way, it moves in that direction, moves on and on and on. And then it expands that in this world is so much real that reality becomes apparent, and they think that this is not real. Occasionally glimpses of light comes, and they see the shining light of consciousness everywhere, and naturally go again into deeper and deeper level when they live in the consciousness alone. But when they comes back again into the body, they see this duality. So that again, but the duality is little different than I am seeing the duality now. So it goes on and on till one reaches that state of consciousness. There are Saptabhumis, Turi Yoga, what are the women? Suvecha Bicharana, Tanu Manasa, Jivan Mukti, Asam Shakti. Uh, so there are 7 stages. I am not ready with this question, but the question is that there are, when the world we start, the world is real. I am trying to understand its real nature. The intensity of this existence of the external world becomes less and less and less, and mind moves into another plane, another plane, another plane, and you reach a level of samadhi or mental absorption total. And then, after attaining that, you can come back by your own effort. That means you have not gone that deep. And then, if that becomes frequent, then you reach another level when you are absorbed in that Brahman idea, and you cannot come back by your own effort. Someone needs to pull you down. That means, like Ramakrishna, when Totapuri brought his mind down, someone can do that. And another level is there where neither the own effort or neither anyone can bring that mind down again. But that happened when Ramakrishna left the body. Hmm. And no other process can bring the body, mind back to the body level again. So these are the different levels. So better we practice ourselves, that's all. We are here. Yes, I'll talk about this one day. Next class we can talk about this. What is the question? Caroline, What's the difference between contemplating and meditating on a subject, and which is most effective? I think these are contemplating and meditating. Meditating is a terminology, meditation is a terminology of yoga. And contemplation also, it is used in yoga, but we can move it to more of contemplating on the Vedantic concept and Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. You know, Patanjali Yoga says Samadhi is the goal. And to reach that Samadhi, you have 8 steps: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama. These are the external. Then Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So 4 and 4. Understand? These are called, their dhyana is called meditation. Normal, we understand dhyana is meditation. That means it is which one? In the scale of journey into samadhi, yama 1, niyama 2nd, asana 3rd, pranayama breathing exercise 4. Huh? 5 is pratyahara, withdrawing the mind, distracted mind. Here, yoga means your mind is running on all direction. You are trying to bring that back into one focus. And one focus is your Rama, is your Krishna, is your Christ. Huh? So when you bring it back, but it mind runs away again. So pratyahara, withdrawing, and then again it runs away. To hold the mind, that's called dharana, holding, and then is dhyanam. Dhyanam means mind is distracted, mind has come into one focus. The focus on which you are meditating. Maybe your ideal, chosen ideal we call Rama, Krishna, Christ, Buddha, whatever may be your ideal. And if the mind stays over there for a long time, then dhyana depends into samadhi. So this is the language of the Patanjali Yoga. And contemplation, normally it is used, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, you listen, and then reflect, Manana, and then contemplate. So these are technical terms, but if one thinks about listening that I'm not the body, not the mind, I am the Atman, and go deeper and deeper and convince yourself, no, it is not, it is not, it is me, it is me. In this process, if you move on, the all externals will drop and you reach a point, contemplation, deeper absorption into the consciousness. And that will lead to Turiyo, Shravana Manana Nidhyasana, will lead the place where one will feel I am Atman, I am Brahman. So these are the two terminology. Okay? And most effective, what is the most effective? That's the second question. It depends on, we as Vedanta student, we take both. Try to meditate as we are talking about this, sit sometimes and contemplate on this idea that I'm not the body, not the mind. You have listened that, and then I'm reflecting on that and going down deeper and deeper and deeper to understand I am not the body, but the eternal self which is within. Huh? So go on. This is Vedantic way. And also Vedantic way that Atman is not any person. And you can think that is infinite ocean. You meditate on that, you are the infinite ocean. All these names and forms are ripples. They are not true, but it is all ocean, 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 ocean. So this is the path you can take. But you need not have to give up your own normal path of duality, yogic path, what Patanjali is scientific path also. When you like this, do that. When you like this, do that. There is no confusion. Only when you don't understand that yoga is leading someone somewhere and jnana is leading somewhere, bhakti is leading somewhere. This is a foolish concept. Ramakrishna Vivekananda came here in this world to dissolve this problem forever. That there is only one goal. Huh? If you move step by step, at the end you will reach that samadhi, where you are gone. So what will remain? That will remain. When you think I'm not the body, not the mind, everything gone. Then what will remain? That is that. The same, and in devotion, you are so much crying and weeping and absorbed in the bhav mood of Krishna, 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 or Rama Krishna, Rama Krishna, and going deep, 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 deeper. A place you go, then you, the prayer, who is praying, who is contemplating, that person goes away, merges into God consciousness. Ramakrishna said, Bhakti, devotion dissolves. It dissolves into it. So when it dissolves into that, then where are you? So it is the same level of perfection one can reach. So terminology are different, but I think we can practice either this or that, whatever. Another question has come. So maybe contemplation can lead to meditation. You need not have to think that contemplation will lead to meditation, but you can, yes, you do your practice Vedantic way sometimes, and both will lead to the same goal. Not that they are two different goals. Huh? Okay, so I think thanks for the questions, and probably all cannot be responded so clearly. It takes longer time, but if you have question, then we will again address them next time. Thank you. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow we'll have our gospel class at 7:30. He and Sarvadevananda will give the class. Thank you.
Thank you, Swami.